Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
All right, first, before we start, I want to let you guys know, I really wish we had news to report that's good news, great news, fantastic news for Doctor Who. Looking about this article today, I came to the conclusion that this is bad news. And you guys, the viewers, will be the judge of that, as well as my cast members. I went over this with Vaughn off the air, but now we're going to rehash it for you guys. I just want to show a quick screenshot of the article. Again, the other member of the companions, which may not even
that. Yes.
Yeah, she may not be a companion, but here's the thing, okay? Because I was the other missing member of the companions that we never see her with the other companions. Turns out that Sharon D. Clark, she let the thing slip, which didn't even ask permission. You know, people lately are leaking stuff about Doctor Who, and she didn't wait for them to tell her no, like Alan Cummings did, and some other guy leaked something too. She's saying that she's the wife of Graham, which is Bradley Walsh. There's also a possibility that one of the companions or both may be the kids of her, which we don't know if they're Bradley Walsh's adopted kids or if they're his real kids or whatever. But it seemed to me like they're doing a family theme.
Oh, God.
Like the mom, the daughter, the brother, the stepfather. Again, we were talking off air, and Vaughn was bringing up some points that this remind. Right? You want to say?
Yeah, I was talking to my friend over here, and I was telling him that this reminds me of an 80s sitcom. Now, back in the 80s, they had shows like Small Wonder, Alf, that had characters from either a different background or from an alien background that comes into this family's life. And the family is kind of like kooky or not all together there, but back in the 80s, you couldn't say they was flat out crazy. They was, or dysfunctional. They had to be kooky. Or quirky or something like that. So this basically reminds me of something different like Alf, or something like the Doctor is Alf coming into this family's life, shaking their world up. They have to deal with this, oh God, we're going to have to run around the town and try to basically keep her a secret from other people, because if the government finds out, i.e. like American Dad with Roger, or if her home planet finds out that she's there, because we families can't take a lot of stuff from outer space apparently. Things will hit the fan. So I'm thinking that this is going to be akin to like the 80s sitcom type thing, where this family has to deal with a supernatural being. So.
Or time travel being.
Or time travel.
You know, alien time travel being.
Yeah.
In this sense. We had Alf, which was the alien. We had Small Wonder, which was the android, right?
We also have Out of This World, I was trying to think.
We had Out of This World, which was the alien. We had different things. So here's the thing.
The Small Wonders was actually a robot.
Yeah, that's why I said robot.
Okay. I didn't
Android, robot, whatever. So here's the thing. We know he did PS, which is the mini-sode where Arthur Darvill's character, Rory, had to say goodbye to his dad, Brian. So this is sort of a twist in a way of that, where we're going to see like the Brian type character, but in the female, which is the wife, getting upset that the Doctor is taking her family out all over time. And I guess Chibnall is going to go for the characterization, which, like, Russell T. Davies is fine. You get to see the family. Okay. But I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. That I didn't think that the companions were that connected like that.
Do we really want to trust the Doctor with a full set of family members when he couldn't even handle the pawns correctly?
This is the problem I had with the pawns, which got old real quick, is that they were in a relationship. And I'm sorry, excuse me, that gets old. We don't want boyfriend and girlfriend. We don't want fiance and blah blah blah. We want the doctor with just straight on companions, and this is getting old.
But the problem with that is that they treated the doctor like he was a child in that incarnation, where when shit went bad, he's crying, but he didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything to save them, but he saved Gallifrey. And I think that's going to always be a black mark on Moffat's name, is like, well, how could you let Matt Smith's doctor save Gallifrey, but not the Ponds? Like, if you contradicted yourself, you would have to contradict yourself again for him to save the Ponds too.
Because Moffat didn't want an enemy of Smith.
But
why would he be an enemy of Smith if Matt Smith saved the Ponds? Like, he could have had something where they did something.
He didn't want to try Smith's doctor's brain too much, it sounds like.
I don't know.
But turning this into a family show like Swiss Family Robinson or
Lost in Space,
Lost in Space, we've getting that with Netflix. Go back to the old. I know it sounds bad, but go back to the old writing where it's an adventure show, not a family show, not one of these little history class shows, because that's gonna be another thing. So
this is gonna be like a Hardy Boys Nancy Drew, or like a Amazing Story / stupid ass. Like they're gonna go. I don't know. It just seems to me like this is bad.
It's not even that. It's just the fact that you know how the doctor is with his companions. You only had certain amount of cases where they left.
Well, that's Moffat's fault.
Yeah.
Like the way we can't be plagued by Moffat's nonsense. I mean, Russell T Davies had his own way too, you know. Mm-hmm. So let's see if he does it differently. But I don't feel that this group should be the companions for next year either. No. Like I think they should be in and out.
But I'm saying, are they going to be allowed? Like, how are they going to write it? Because it seems like they veer away from consequences of actions. Because with this family, you're going to have to keep them together, or somebody's going to write against them saying, "Oh, you broke this family up."
I think she's going to erase their memories of the whole thing, and she's not going to care. Like, she just doesn't want stuff to happen. So I think she will erase their memories at the end of the season.
And then instead of doing that, she's going to have the TARDIS do it opposed to herself. So
honestly, that's if she even have that ability, because this is a different showrunner. Because because that's the ability from Moffat's era that erased the memory is okay, but we don't even.
Well, we did it from Russell T Davies' era too, because he did with Donna Noble.
But that's two different showrunners.
Yeah, he might not want to do the Vulcan mind meld
exactly
that they stole from Star Trek, by the way. But
because
he might have the TARDIS do it this time.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that is because we can't really go by how showrunners act, because some certain showrunners would do something different, i.e. Classic, who is different, because we had a fantastic Gothic period with I guess who is this, Hitchcliff or something like that. I forgot his name. He did it during Tom Baker's era, that whole period where it was Gothic and you had some of the best writers during that period. Yes. But I think it's Phyllis Hitchcliff. I think that's who was the showrunner at that time. But here's the thing: we cannot judge certain things on what Moffat because he can be left field, and that's what we're seeing. He's totally different than those two in the way he's thinking and the way he's acting. So certain abilities that was passed on from these two, because they work so closely together, it's not going to come over with him. Probably she might have something brand new that's out left field. Like, oh, wait a minute, this haven't happened in 54 years this has been on the air. Well, the rules are broken. Consequences are out the door, basically. So if one of the companions, I think the thing that I want them, if they're going to do family, let at least one of the companions live. Let them have the right to leave when stuff is not going their way. Don't force them to be a martyr to your cause or to
what's the word?
Oh God! Oh gee!
What's that? A typical probable outcome, which is basically can see it coming, is that Bradley Walsh's character is going to die, and the family is going to be left on, but like he's going to make a sacrifice, and then she's going to then the wife's going to let them stay home. Don't tell them they can't come with you anymore. Some crap like that. And it's going to end on a sour note for Jodie, because she's going to be like, you know, she's going to leave the kids behind with the mother and or whatever, and it's going to be like, you know.
The fear that I have is that one of the companions is going to stay back in time during Rosa Parks' era.
Oh no!
Please,
yes.
No. Why would they?
That's what I'm afraid. That's what just popped in my head. Something's going to happen, and they're either going to be accidentally left behind, or they're going to choose to stay behind.
But if they accidentally left behind, she travels and gets them.
Cause forward.
Yeah, but you can't accidentally.
She can retrieve them. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
With the TARDIS, she can get them back.
That was just something that popped in my head just right now.
I don't think they're gonna mess. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do history.
Because that'd be a dick.
That'd be bad. That'd be bad.
They're really bad move because the certain time period where this companion cannot survive on its own, and they too young to understand the consequences of their actions in this time period.
I could see that the woman's going to be very vocal with the doctor saying, you went to Salem witch trials, you went to Rosa Parks, what the hell is wrong with you? She's going to probably like flip on her. Like, why would you do that? Why would you take them there? You know, like, what is wrong with you? Are you human or not?
She's
like, no, I'm not.
A history show, so she probably takes them there to teach them about the Salem witch trials and what really happened. And
you know what would be really crazy if they go there because of someone had a book report and they requested.
Oh, that was stupid. That would be stupid.
If they go in the family, right? Oh, she has a time machine.
They have an essay over it.
Or Salem witch trials can be part of a book report, or even the King James one could be part of a book report. This is what the type of show we are looking at. We're looking at the Magic Superverse morphing into like Small Wonder or something like that. But even Small Wonder didn't even have they crap together, because they did an episode where the dad took the child away from their original parents, and that was a controversial show. So they gloss over that like it was nothing. So if Doctor Who is following that map, they're gonna gloss over situations like it's not even nothing. But my fear is that I love the consequences, even though I didn't like how they was dictated out. I think they're gonna shy away from consequences of the Doctor's actions towards a certain particular group because they're a family union. So she's gonna try to keep them alive, and then if something happens, oh well.
She's going to be a motherly aspect of the group.
I don't think so. I don't think she's going to be motherly. I think she's going to be, I don't know, but I don't see that as, I would hope she's strong. I would hope that she's like tough or like, I don't know what.
Like I said, I hope that they play up to Jodie Whittaker's quirkiness. I would like to see that, or her ability to be strong, but she's kind of weird. Weird, strange, and quirky. They need to play up to that character instead of writing her like she's from Broadchurch.
They're gonna like have to remind her, hey, you're a woman, you know that, right? You can't go here, right? And she's like, what are you talking about? I can go anywhere I want. I have a time machine.
Well, see, if that's how they writing, but if we don't know if they writing her like that, because they could say, oh well, she's an alien, she can adapt more quickly to her new body. No, that's BS. Come on.
Bullshit. Oh.
It's crazy.
Adapting to shit. No.
See, these are the fears that we were bringing up by choosing a woman for Doctor Who.
But not only that, they seem like they are hell bent on doing box ticking, because this family, even though I'm for it, it just seems like this family has been forced together to fill a check mark. And
so you're doing this to make them come together as a family? It's like Martha Jones and her mother and her father and all that crap, like happy ending like that, where they were divorced and then they're together now because they were prisoners of the master?
Even if they did if this family did go, let's say that they are keeping this family together the whole trip, even though they can't even go to the Rosa Parks there because it's an interracial marriage. How would society act towards that? Not good.
God, I don't even know. But where's the aliens, though? Where's these threats, the menace,
Here's the thing.
The creatures, the villains? What the hell?
Here's the thing. I think what's going to happen is that Brian Walsh's character is with the police. He finds her on the street. She's brought in. He's going to protect her, but she has to hide out with the family. She cannot be seen until they figure out what's wrong with her or what she is, or So I think second episode, she reveals the TARDIS to them. They go on these trips. I think all of it's going to be Earthbound until the very final episode.
But what if Bradley Walsh's character has an assignment from the police to go with the Doctor, but the captain of the police is like an alien or evil or Missy or like somebody or that's or the master, like the captain of the police is like the master, a future version, and they just want him to keep tabs on the Doctor.
The captain might be the King James that we've been hearing about.
But
why would he time travel? That doesn't.
Yeah, why he wouldn't have the ability to time travel like that back in.
But we find out that he somehow was shifted through time. One of these type of deals. And then we don't know what time period she's gonna land in, because for all we know, she's not even in the present. She might be in the past.
It's gonna be 3 in the. Didn't they say 3 in the past, 3 in the future, and 4 in the present? Which, like,
it doesn't make sense. This whole thing is just like a box ticking challenge.
It's not appealing to me. I mean, it's not like, oh yeah, let's stop everything and watch Doctor Who. I mean, you need something to draw people in. I mean, I'll watch it, but. And
I'm not hating on the companions, but I'm just hating on the aspect that we know if they even considering the history of him with companions, you know that one of them is going to have to face consequences because some of them are going to be strong-headed. You'll have one strong-headed person that think they know everything, going to be the idiot of the group and try to get themselves killed every time because they think that they could be on the equal playing field as the Doctor, i.e. Clara.
Clara, you said? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, she got strong-headed at the end. And
there's nothing that really, they have to have something in the episode, in the trailer, to link us to want to see it. Like, that's like saying Rick Grimes and Negan are going to play a game of cards the whole episode. No fighting, just talking and bullshitting. Nobody wants to see that. So, like that's totally out of the realm of what the show is. So, like, Doctor Who, this is educational. We're educational now. We're like PBS. We're going to take these people on an adventure, this whole family. Who the hell cares about that?
No, it's
go on a damn tour. On a vacation.
We don't want a history tour. We want an
adventure.
Go to the Civil Rights Museum.
I'll go to the museum and I'll get a tour guide and tell me what's going on. I mean, I don't want to see that like in Doctor Who. Like, God, what the hell are you doing?
If you want to do a couple of episodes like that or 3 of the episodes like that, fine, but not an entire season.
God, this is going to be a disaster. Disaster. The hell you do? There's not one villain picture, and they're done halfway. There's not one threat. There's not one story arc that's like, oh my God, Gallifrey people are living on Earth in secret, the Hutt Council, and they've been building forces against the Doctor. Some crap. Something. Nothing. There's nothing. There's, we're going to see King James I. We're going to see Sandwich Trust. We're going to see Rosa Parks. That's nice, but that's not appealing to me. It's not like, oh my God, I got to stop my plans to make sure I'm home watching this on a Saturday night. I mean, give me a break.
Well, maybe people in Britain, but as I heard it, that what's that dancing show they got over there that always
Strictly Come Dancing?
Strictly Come Dancing is on opposite of Doctor Who, so I would be
stop watching that. Yeah, first of all, when you want to create something that's competition with that will let people want to watch it rather than watch Strictly Come Dancing?
Instead of moving it up to like the 5:30 slot, like
come on.
Who's going to be
That's probably why they have a feeling that no one's going to want to watch it after.
Don't do it then. Don't do those episodes then. It's not difficult. Don't do it. Why are you going to Africa? Why are you going here? Why are you going there? The episode's going to suck. Like, what are you doing?
We want to bring in new viewers to show that we are a diversified.
First of all,
show.
we've had movies. We've had movies. Dude, we've had movies and shows that have been diversity without being called diversity. Now they're force-feeding diversity.
Yeah.
They're like, it's 2018, and no show or movie has ever shown African-American and Asian and mixed cultures like ever before. So now we got to make sure we send a message of diversity. You are tripping over yourself. It's been around every freaking year, this fake media garbage. How many heroes did we have of different color? We used to have Lethal Weapon. We used to be Riggs and Murtaugh. The guy was black, the guy was white. What's the problem? Nothing about race.
Rush Hour.
We had all different races. We had Jackie Chan. I mean, come on, Rush Hour. Yeah, like, give me a break. There's nothing wrong with society. If you've seen, like the music back in the day, everybody was dancing together. It wasn't like, oh, this one's white, this one's black. Like Casey and the Sunshine Band. There was all races dancing together in the videos. Back in the day. It's like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with everybody? All of a sudden, they're like, oh, my God. Like, people can't, we're different races, but we need to be together now. We've always been together. Every time you go take the ferry, there's every single race known to men on the ferry. There's every single race in every single state. We're a mixing pot of America. We got every race there is. We deal with each other on a daily basis. So, like, where are you going with this?
I don't think they understand that. I think they trying to. I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad they're doing something like this, you know, because I've been asking for something like this for a long time. But I want it to be done with intelligently and naturally, not because you have something already in place and you feel like you should go around the world in 80 days with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing.
I mean,
I'm surprised they don't turn the show into that.
Whoever's writing this is sitting in a closet for like 40 years. Like, go outside, for crying out loud.
Diversity for the sake of diversity or for an agenda is not true diversity.
No, it's
not. Sorry. If you're doing this for ratings, then sir, you are wrong.
God.
If you're doing all this to get the ratings, you are wrong, because
you're going to cause it's going to cause the ratings to drop. The show's going to be taken off the air. We're going to blame everything under the sun. The fact that BBC decided to choose a female. And
listen, if you're going to talk about the next Doctor, don't make it like it's the Doctor's definitely a woman, definitely Indian. How about people just try out for the role? How about that? Like back in the day, like. When you start picking a race and you say the next Doctor is gonna be this race, and we're gonna
you're setting up a quota.
Stupid.
You're trying to make up for the fact that the Doctor was a man for 50 some odd years. So let's have a quota.
But you don't pick a Doctor like that. You pick whoever wins the audition.
Here's the thing.
That's what it's supposed to be.
They should have had open call for men and women to audition.
Yes.
All races. I mean, they should have had for the best people out of that few men and women to go up for the part and then match them out from there. Do not
a lunch date.
Yeah, because I know there's talented actors and actresses over there in Britain from all races and all genders who could probably do this role better. But yet you had to go to your clique basically and say, hey, I want you for the role because you worked with this person for a long time. And I'm not saying that against Jodie Whittaker, but I am saying that you have other talented actors out there who would kill for a chance with this. And I'm glad she has a chance, but she needs a little bit more growth, which hopefully this time to shine. And I mean, just because she fits a type. And that's what you telling me. She's blonde, that's white, and she's female. Okay, so you mean tell me that a black person then, who was an African American person or an African British person, didn't come up for that role too, and you didn't have the sense enough to go to them and audition since you claimed you auditioned the role? You had to pick somebody that you was comfortable with.
A stereotype.
A stereotype, basically, because she is. When you look at her, she's a stereotype. She's a stereotype, and that's.
And with the whole Rosa Parks thing, this is what I'm afraid of. Somebody's going to come out and say, "Well, see, they felt that a white doctor, a white female doctor, was the only one who could possibly resolve the problems that are going on with Black society."
And you mean all these other years, and then for the people who say, okay, well, Capaldi got in. Well, here's the thing with Capaldi. He had experience. He had a lot of experience, and he's been a lifelong fan. So anybody should be up for that type of casting is him. Tenet, Tenet probably had to audition through a lot of people. But my thing is that it's time for a change. And I think that there's a lot of house cleaning that need to be done before y'all decide to box tick everything. I mean, because half of the stuff they're doing would not be allowed over here.
Nope.
Right.
None
It
of this.
does. It feels like a quota system. It feels like they're doing a quota.
It's not. It's not equal opportunity at all.
No, it's not.
Well, I want to talk about another actor that went to Chibnall, and it's like, hey, Chibnall, I want to be in Doctor Who, and he's like, okay. This guy named Lee Mack says he harassed Doctor Who team until they gave him a part in the new series. He says Lee Mack said he landed a role in the next series of Doctor Who. This weekend, the actor appeared on Radio 4's Loose Ends alongside Sharon D. Clarke, where he said he harassed the Doctor Who team, including showrunner Chris Chibnall, until they gave him a part. Not only am I excited about the idea of someone being in Doctor Who, I am also possibly going to be in it as well, Max said. So he says, and it wasn't supposed to be anything special. But, you know, but Sharon thought, well, I'm going to, you know, that's what happened.
Is this a new thing where people can just go and bypass every audition and just harass the creator, the showrunner, until they get a part now? I mean,
put us in it, Chibnall. Put us in Doctor Who, damn it.
We've harassed you enough.
I only made thousands of cash. Give me a part. Maybe I'll serve like the Dr. Coffee or some crap. Whatever.
The three of us harassed your show, so hell.
It's not harassing. I mean, we're like, you know.
Here's the thing with this. It's just like, if this is the way it's going to be, where you can go, see, you open the door for other people to go to another showrunner and say, hey, let me be in this part. And then you're going to be shutting out people who actually deserves a chance to be in these parts, because you are basically pretty much.
Well, if Chibnall actually listens to people, right? Then bring back the damn Candyman, son of a bitch.
If you're going to listen to people,
you want to do crazy shit?
Listen to us who are telling you how the show could be done good.
Put him on Earth, Candyman. He's making the factory, and the doctor has to deal with him. That'd be fucking hysterical.
I also want to tell the viewers we have nothing against them, but we are going to call them out when we see BS like this. And
we're calling bullshit when we see it, man.
Yeah, because this is
some bullshit going on right there.
Because we're not saying that it's okay to have interracial families. No. That's the way. It's the way of the world, and this is how it's doing. And I'm happy that this is the way of the world.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that they're doing too much too soon, and it's like, if you want to do this, why did y'all not do this like a couple of years ago when people was asking for this? Why now did y'all choose?
They could have done it with Martha's parents.
Martha's parents, yeah.
I tell you right now, I honestly believe they have a wheel, right? It says 14 Doctor, and they're like, "Oh, who's the doctor going to be this time? Asian, black, female? Definitely not going to be male for the next 5 years. Let's get that straight." But seriously, that's not the way you do things.
No, you have to have some type of system in place, because all I'm hearing is these people who you approach now suddenly want to be a part of this probably because you have set an agenda for this show, and they picking back and off the agenda you have set. So now you have people who they turned it down at first, Olivia Colman, and then somehow wants to come back and be a part of it. If you turned it down first, then you had perfectly a good reason to, and you should have stayed that way, because now you have opened the door for other people, i.e. whoever that dude was that harassed them until you got a part. I mean, it's not how things work, and I don't see how none of this is going. I mean, I haven't heard nothing over here.
Sinking ship.
I know people have certain groups of people they work with a lot, but I have not heard of a person just go up to a person and just keep saying, "Give me a part, give me a part, give me a part."
Well, I got another question for you. You know, the Doctor Who magazine's like $12, right?
Yeah.
Or like $11. Are you going to get the Doctor Who magazine every month if it's just like nothing to do with sci-fi, just like time travel, but like historical pieces? It's going to be like National Geographic of the Doctor Who magazine. The magazine is going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing anything. There's no aliens in there. Like, what's happening?
Who's going to follow is Big Finish then.
Oh, Big Finish is doing it right, though. I'm telling you what, y'all better watch Big Finish, because Big Finish is doing it very correctly than what they are doing on.
Because you got people who've been with the show for years, and they can actually this is going to sound like a wild concept. They think. They actually think, okay, is this going to be a good idea for the doctor? Will it be good for this doctor or that doctor? And then they actually have a writer's room to flesh that stuff out. And they chuck the stuff that sounds like BS out. Where with Chibnall and Moffat half the time, it's like, oh, you want to have a three-eyed pumpkin walk around using a pogo stick as a weapon. That's a good idea.
I mean, I'm glad they spent a lot of money for these old cars.
Yeah.
Do we have, like, aliens to do with that? Or, like, could that be something cool?
I think that's the root of this whole series for the one that's coming in October. It's that the lack of villains, and what made Doctor Who great was a man that was a victim of circumstances beyond his control, fighting day to day just to do the best he can.
This is just not going to be Doctor Who when it comes back.
It's gonna be for the new generation, the little ones out there.
No, the new generation is going to think that this is boring. That's going to be the problem. Because they're going to think it's boring. They're going to think this sucks because they're used to sci-fi stuff with blasting and action and this. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be like, is something else on? Yeah, that's what's going to be. You want to
Barney the dinosaur.
You're going to hope the new generation with just talking. Like, if you really want to make it about kids and family, you got to make it exciting. Like a Dalek showing up. Or something in the past.
The Dalek showing at the end is gonna be like, what? And then you have to wait another year because you know how that's gonna go until they decide whether. To get another.
How could you do an educational and a family new type of show without a Christmas episode? That's another thing.
He ain't doing a Christmas show because they ain't gonna do it.
That's another thing. You want to? Isn't that a paradox where? We want to make it educational. We want to make it for the whole fun, for the whole family. Where's the Christmas episode? There is none. What? Exactly.
Oh, well,
exactly. It's called Someone Doesn't Know What They're Doing.
But there's going to be a Halloween episode.
Oh, who called that one?
You did.
It's my idea.
Yep. It's going to be It's going to be a Halloween episode set in Solo.
It's going to be the best Doctor Who Halloween episode we've ever had because it's the only one we've ever had.
And that's probably the reason why they ain't doing the Christmas show, because they did a holiday already, and that's Halloween.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're going to do.
Yep, that's what they're going to do.
Halloween, so you don't need Christmas. Oh, but here's a New Year's Eve or a New Year's one.
And then next year they'll do it in America, 4th of July, where there'll be an invasion, but nobody knows what's going on because there's a lot of fireworks.
I don't understand the American thing at all for this series. Who are these companions?
They're all British.
They're all British. Who is American out of these companions?
He don't really travel to America that much. That's why nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
They're like, who's that?
Who's that?
Remember how ridiculous they acted when it was Matt Smith's episode? And they're like, oh my God, they're Americans. And you're like, what are you talking about? And like they shoot first.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. What kind of shit is that?
That's not how America runs over here. I mean, it's
Obama's the savior of the universe. Like in the end of time, Obama's going to save everybody. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God.
I mean, we have a lot of issues over here, but we are not stuck in the Western
definitely era. Not. No, these things are not. I don't know how bad they think the world is for us, but it's not that bad.
It's not that
I mean, all right, a lot of people don't agree with the person in charge, but that doesn't mean like things are like horror show over here. I mean, people going about their business, going to work, like not being home crying about it. Unlike on TV where they do a whole season of American Horror Story about it. Yeah, it's like, wow.
We got less than a minute.
We'll be back. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.